What's up, everyone? This is Roots of Black, and I can say once again, bringing you the Septuagint. So, for those of you who don't know, who are listening to this for the first time, because like I say, we're starting to post the videos back up on all of the platforms. YouTube will, no one's going to see it on YouTube. We've been fully shadow banned on YouTube because of doing vaccine videos. So, and then talking about the synagogue of Satan. So they fully shadow banned us because we're black. They haven't kicked us off, and we did not violate any of the terms when we did the vaccine videos. If you know what you're doing, they can't. So they took down the vaccine videos. They're gone, but they couldn't kick us off because we didn't violate any of their policies. They'll just say we may have and deemed. So they'll just remove it. There's no strikes on our account, but you still can't see those videos. They removed them. They took them off. We can see them on the side that they were removed and stuff like that, but they can't be seen. And so, because once you do those two things, you're pretty much going to be shadow banned. And we're black, so you have to, Black Lives Matter. They're faking that they like us, so they're not going to remove us like that. They'll just, like I say, shadow ban you. Which you say, freedom of speech, but not freedom of reach is life in America now, especially on these platforms, because they control and own them. These are all CIA, Jewish, FBI. All of these are Mossad, Israel entities. That's what they are. The CIA was made at the same time that Israel was a state. Same time. This is their organization. That's why the CIA does what it does. They're crooked. They're above the law, legal and lawful. They do what they want. So, but for those of you who don't know, these are going to come from the giant study guide that the fam has been doing for months now. So let me show it to you. Let me go to see here. All right, so this is the accordion folder right here. 90% of these are scriptures, science, the other 10% are science and stuff like that, but in history. But 90% of this are scriptures. The other things, the 10% that are history and science goes right along with this word. Pretty much everything in life goes along with the word because you were told what were going to happen. You were told you was going to get destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And, it says, pray no weapons formed against you prosper, which means that there's weapons formed against you. I don't understand. People don't understand that and see that. They're forming weapons against you right now, and they're prospering. That's why you have to pray that they don't prosper on you. So this is the stack, and this is the Septuagint, the whole version. This is how big, you know, compared to the actual book of studying that we have been doing. So I just want you to see that this is how we go. Now you're going to, like I say, if the Most High allows me to live long enough, I'm going to go over all of this inside of this here. For not just the family, for everyone on the whole entire earth, whoever sees it, whoever hears it, it's in the hands of the Most High. And then if you can receive it, because remember, many are called, few are chosen. All I'm doing is reading the words in the book. If you are offended, then you are offended by the Messiah and the Most High. Those are the ones, or Michael, and I'm not going to tell you everyone else. It's so many people that speaks inside of this book. You're going to be offended by them, not by me. But as the Messiah and the earth attests and dictates, the messenger will always be killed. It's just the way it is. So I'm just telling you, this is what is going to be brought forth to you as long as I live. That I'm going to, like I say, all the study guides and all of this, and it's getting pulled out randomly. So this is the stack. I'm just reaching in, pulling it out. Of course, I removed the, we go back to this is how it looks. I'm randomly going in there, pulling it out, and let the Lord dictate what is going to go out first. That's it. I'm just grabbing it. There's no rhyme and reason. I didn't stick it in here in order, and I'm not putting it out in order. This is an accordion folder that is huge. Some of this thing is huge with with the word. That's what it is. This is the word. And today, or at least at this moment, because when I get free time, I'll do 10 videos in one day if I get a chance. Because there may not be a chance where I'll do it. I might get a chance. So if I get a chance to do it, I do a bunch of videos all day. This is my time that I'm giving. I cannot give it back because what I am looking for, and hopefully I find. Okay, so I'm not saying I'm the Messiah, nowhere near. I am clay. I am nothing. I don't even know if I'm going to be saved. But what I'm saying to you is that blessed if I can just find 12 people who really want to know the word. I found four, five maybe so far. There's people who are in the word who does it on Saturday and Sunday. Your head's supposed to be in this word all the time because you don't know when the Messiah is going to come. That's why it says make your head be in the word because you don't know when the end is going to come. Remember, the Messiah is going to be coming from Edom, dripping in blood. The whole earth is going to see him. He's going to see him in the clouds, and he's going to come from Edom, dripping in blood. Hallelujah. Right there, the Messiah. Yes, Yahshua. That's his name. We don't call him Jesus. I mean, I might read it, but eventually I'll stop that because, like I say, it's just certain things I'm just not going to do. And those of you don't know, ball, bail, buy ball, and all this other stuff. That's why it says Lord in there. You do know Lord is the translation of ball. So that's why it says Lord in your books. And they outlawed the actual name of the Most High, like actual name, not the Most High. His actual name has been outlawed during the time. That's why they start changing it so it says Lord, Lord, and it says all caps Lord, stuff like that. They did that on purpose in order to throw you off, to not get what's going on. Man, they're wicked, wicked beyond compare. But if I live long enough, your understanding will grow. Not because I'm giving you the understanding, it's because we're going to read these words. And then through this reading, you're going to understand. Because remember, the words are going to be on the screen so you can read it for yourself. There is no hiding anything I do. That's why the Most High says that you must reprove His word, everything, because He's not hiding anything. He's not an author of lying and confusion. So He doesn't need, He tells you, reprove me. Go back and check me. Bet you can't find a fault. I bet you can't find anything. Same thing with how I do things. That's why I put it on the screen. So no one can say that I twisted anything. I am reading this book that everyone says that they believe in, but we know they don't. So let's go here. We're going to go directly. And let me see here, which 18. All right, so we're going to go all the way to 18 because that what was pulled. Second Chronicles 18. All right, so it's going to be a kind of a long one as I can see. So this one right here, making sure, yeah, this is the correct one. So this one right here, these are collective knowledge, notes, and visions and stuff like that. The Most High never spoke to me. He doesn't. He never sent me. He never did this. I'm not a prophet, and I'm damn sure not a shepherd. Shepherds are going to die. I'm not it. And I prove if like I say, go back and look at my shepherds are going to die 101 and 102. Look at them. Proof. I show you proof. There's nothing that I need to hide from you. I don't like to lie. I can't stand it. We all lie, but I'm not a liar. Like see a person, they say, "Do I look fat?" You say, "No, that's a lie." I don't even like doing that, but that's understandable to protect feelings. But you can't do that all the time either. It depends on what it is. But we all lie. All of us, every single one of us. But don't be a liar. There's a difference. Just like it may be a day that you might have to kill a person, but don't be a killer. See, there's differences between a lot of stuff. Even the Most High. in here gives you reasons to lie. Okay, let me demonstrate it. He said that when you are in front of the mob, agree with them, turn around and quickly flee. Those are hints right there. This is the Most High. This is the All Merciful, the Almighty, the All Knowing, the All Everything. You think He doesn't understand that there are certain times where you have to lie? You guys don't get this. Is the Most High we're speaking about here? That right there is He's telling you in order to protect your life when you're in front of the mob, it's because you don't agree with them. But when you're there, agree and flee because your life is important. The things that you can do, the fruit and everything that you can continue to help grow, don't die there in vain. Lie. That's when come on, man. You know when it's okay to lie. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. This is it's certain things I just wish I did not have to explain to people because we've been so brainwashed. I mean, when you stay on these TikTok videos and stuff like that, they have an algorithm programming you. Okay, so before I get into this, I'm on a blackboard with a bunch of black people. You know, we all see the same YouTube videos, all of us. That means they're algorithmically programming specifically for certain people. So they're sending all the black men certain things, and they're sending all the black women certain things. The white men, though, they're doing this on purpose for destruction. This is why I'm telling you, you don't understand this earth. You don't understand what's going on. Like I say, if you stick with me, if you can handle it, because this is something that's going to be hard to handle, because as many are called, few are chosen. You have to do what it is to be chosen. The word is going to choke you. The Messiah said that one of these days he's going to speak dark sentences that was at the beginning of the world that's going to frighten everyone. So everything in here, most of it in here is not sweet, and it's not going to be. There's more vinegar in here than honey, but vinegar does a lot of good for your body. So there's some really really sweet in here, but the majority of it's vinegar because we need to be cleansed. Yes, we do. Hallelujah. All right, now let's go. Okay, right before I say let's go, I'm going to mess up names for those of you who don't know and understand this because I have read many many versions of this book. My naming of a lot of these people are it's thrown off. Let's just say when you read the King James version, when you read the Cipher version, when you read the Septuagint, some other ones, the names, a lot of the names are different. So, and then the research that I find and what I do, there is so much stuff that, yeah, it throws me off sometimes. So just be prepared. And Jehoshaphat had yet great wealth and glory, and he connected himself by marriage with the house of Echab, and he went down after a term of years to Echab to Samaria, and Echab slew, slew for him, basically killed for him sheep and calves in abundance, and for the people with him, and he much desired him to go up with him to Ramoth, the country of Galiad, and Archab, king of Israel, said to Jehoshaphat, king of Judah, both of the kingdoms, wilt thou go with me to Ramoth to the country of Galiad? And he said unto him, as I am, so art thou. As thou people, so also is my people for thee for the war. So, my brother's keeper. We're the same because they are. They just got divided, from the kingdoms because that's what the Most High wanted. But they're our brothers and family. And Jehoshaphat said to the king of Israel, speak, I pray thee, the Lord today. And the king of Israel gathered the prophets, 400 men, and said to them, shall I go to Ramoth, Galad to battle, or shall I forbid? Like, should I turn around? And they said, go up, and God shall deliver it into the hands of the king. And Jehoshaphat said, is there not Is there not here a prophet of the Lord? So they sent in prophets. You got the this is deep. This is they sent in 400 prophets, but they know that none of them was from the Lord. That's why he asked that question. And Jehoshaphat said, "Is there not here a prophet of the Lord?" That's why it says, "Besides that we." It says, "Besides," because besides the 400 that they sent, that we may require of him. All right. Pause. This is very, very deep right there. I'm gonna highlight that for you because this is gonna grow as we go through this stack. It's gonna grow. Highlight that in your mind. That never let that leave your mind. That they told you that they sent 400 prophets, but they asked for the inquiry of the one who is from the Lord. Okay, and it says inquire of him of the Lord, and it says, but I hate him. Okay, so he's telling you, yes, I have one, but I hate him. All right. For he does not prophesy concerning me for good. Keep all this in your mind. For all the days, for all his days are for evil. So he's telling you that he has a prophet of the Most High God with him, but he's evil. This is why when the Most High says, I do evil, you must understand what he's discussing and what he's saying. Just gave you more cheat codes. I got to stop cheating for you on your test, and you're going to have to pay me for this. You really are. But I'm doing this out of love. And for those of you who don't know, Moses got punished for defending his family. There are certain things in here I know I'm not supposed to tell you without you knowing, and I'm still doing it, which means I'm going to get whipped. I'm going to get beaten for you. Hallelujah, I guess. See, that wasn't a happy hallelujah. Getting beat by the Almighty is not a fun experience. But, yeah, I jest. This is Micaiah, son of Jimbla. And Jehoshaphat said, let not the king say so. And the king called a eunuch. Okay, a eunuch is someone who testicles have been removed, and sometimes their penis has been removed too. Like full eunuch, like we don't know, like full eunuch, there's no testicles and there's no penis. Like there's a little hole dot there where he just pees. Like that's rough. So there's a eunuch here. Now I will have to research this eunuch and see that did someone in the council of the court to do that to him. I doubt it, which means that they summoned a eunuch from somewhere else, which is even worse. So yeah, let's do this. And said, fetch quickly Messiah son of Jimbla, and the king of Israel and Jehoshaphat, king of Judah, were sitting on his throne and clothed in their robes, sitting in the open space at the entrance of the gate of Samaria. And all of the prophets were there prophesying before them. And Zechariah, son of, and you see it right there, right? Because the land of Canaan and the Canaanites and all this other stuff. And then you see it says Canaan right there made for herself iron horns. That is one of the people that the Most High said to clear out the land. And so why is he named after them? Another hint. Hope you're paying attention because you're gonna learn this. We're gonna learn this as we go along. Syria, until it be consumed, and all the prophets prophesied, saying, "Go up to Ramoth Gilead, and thou shalt prosper, and the Lord shall deliver it into the hands of the king." And the messenger that went you know, to call Micaiah, spoke to him, saying, behold, the prophets have spoken favorably concerning the king with one mouth. Now, let's say, oh, my bad. Okay. My own mind is being a human being going too fast. That's why I said being a human being, man, is, like we make so many mistakes. Even though if I didn't make any, but I was about to because I was going, well, I can't say it was a mistake. I just wasn't going to read it correctly because I was going to move fast already to get to the point. That's the human nature of us being human. It says, let now, I pray thee, the words be as the words of one of them, and do speak good things. And Micaiah said, as the Lord lives. If you didn't see the Matthew video, was it 22? This is what I'm saying. When the Messiah speaks, he says things that you have to you either have to be in the Old Testament really understanding it, or the Most High loves you to death, loves you to death. But if you didn't see that, or because I don't even, yeah, I'm going to post that one before this because I did all of these together, like back to back to back, same day. Like I said, I have to do a bunch of videos at one time. But I'm going to post that one first, just because of this part here, because you have to see this. You have to see that right there. It says, Micaiah says, as the Lord lives, whatever God, and you see right there, like that's not what it's supposed to say, shall say to me, I will speak. And he came to the king, and the king said to him, Micaiah, shall I go up to Ramoth Gilead to do battle, or shall I forbear? And he said to him, go up, and thou shalt prosper, and they shall be given unto your hands. And the king said unto him, how often shall I solemnly charge thee that thou shalt speak to me nothing but the truth in the name of the Lord? And he said, I saw Israel scattered on the mountains as sheep without a shepherd. Listen, I keep on telling you, the shepherds are going to die. And the Lord said, these have no commander. Let each return to his home in peace. All right, so that's what this is it. And the king of Israel said to Jehoshaphat, said I not thee? See, look what I told you. Look, listen to what I told you. And he says, he would not prophesy concerning me good, but evil. You already went over this. You must understand what he is saying. This doesn't make a lick of sense what's going on here at all. This is, I'm telling you, the wickedness that our family has wrought on this earth is amazing. Is amazing. And I said, like I'm going to pronounce the word, like we black with it, amazing, amazing, amazing. Like, yes, the wickedness that we are wrought upon this earth is amazing. And like I say, if I live long enough, you're gonna see it with your own eyes right in front of you. Anyone who cares about showing their face also doesn't even understand the Messiah itself or the Most High themselves. I mean, of course, there's nothing wrong with showing your face, but you know what I'm getting at, where they care more about themselves being somewhere than instead of the word of the Lord and the Messiah. Oh, they trump me thousand billion times. I am just clay. So, right there. But he says, not so. Hear ye the words of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne. Listen, 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 listen. Please listen. Please listen to this here. I okay, let's go back. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of heaven stood by him on his right hand and on his left. Pause. What does that mean? All right. And the Lord said, who will deceive Ahab, king of Israel? Bruh, I have done this verse so many, this one here so many times to get people to understand this. This is deep. All right. It says, this is the Lord speaking. This is the Most High on his throne speaking. Who will deceive Ahab, king of Israel, that he may go up and fall in Ramoth Gilead? And one spoke this way, and another spoke that way. And there came forth a spirit. So while he was there, there's a spirit that came forth right here and stood before the Most High. So the spirit stood before him. Like when a king summoned someone to come and said, I will deceive him. And the Lord said, whereby? And he said, I will go forth and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And the Lord said, thou shalt deceive him and shall prevail. Go forth and do so. And behold, the Lord sent, has put a false spirit in the mouth of thy prophets, and the Lord has spoken evil against thee. I am not going to get too deep in this because your understanding must grow on your own. But you just saw a lying spirit come in front of the Most High, asking him and telling him, can he do this? And the Most High granted him it to be done. You don't even understand how deep that is. And the fact of what he explained to the king of what had happened is even more amazing. And the fact that I already gave you a hint in the beginning of speaking this, that, like I say, I'm willing to take a few lashes for you, but I'm not willing to take the whole belt and the middle part. So I'm not going to tell you everything. I could take a few lashes for you. I can. Not all of them. No, not the belt and the buckle. No, no, hell no. I don't want the buckle. No, no, I'm good. I'm good. Or I prefer to just get yelled at by him. Just keep it at the yelling. I don't want to get beat at all. No one wants to get beat, but I don't want the buckle though. I mean, I just rather get yelled at, and even then, that's scary because you ever, not, nope, nope, not even going to do it. And then Zechariah, the son of, Chenan, drew near and smote Micaiah on the cheek and said to him, by what way passed the Spirit from the Lord to me to speak to thee? Remember, they have tortured, killed, murdered all the Most High's prophets, and he says, their blood I'm going to require on your hands. Hallelujah. And Micaiah said, behold, thou seest in that day when thou shalt go from the chamber to hide thyself. And the king of Israel said, take Micaiah and carry him back to Ember, the governor of the city, and to Jonas, the captain, the king's son. And ye shall say, thus says the king, put this fellow into the prison house. Okay, so they're putting him in the prison house because he told what? Truth. And gonna cheat for you again. The Messiah already warned you about this. How did any of you not read the Old Testament? You know how many Christians I know that never read the Old Testament? They only read certain parts, maybe Genesis, and that's it. They don't even understand what the everything that the Messiah says is backed up in the Old Testament of understanding. You don't even understand this. It says, throw him in the prison house and let him eat bread of affliction. I just dropped my head, and because I know I'm going to die. I know the word gets out that I'm one of the few people on the earth that reads this. I'm gonna die. I am. I'm gonna be thrown in the damn prison house. I'm going to eat bread of affliction. This I am. Yes, I am. I already know it. It's sad. It sucks. It really does suck because out of all the people and the people I hear and heard and this and that, no one actually cares to know this. I am no better than you. I am not special. I just put the work in. I really put the work in. I read this book all front to back many times. I put the work in. That's what you're supposed to do. You can get where I am. It's not hard. This isn't hard. You just chose not to. All the YouTube dumb videos we go through, all the drinking, the smoking, the dancing, the partying, the songs, this and that. Instead of that, I stopped doing that and start doing this. So that's the only reason that I'm more advanced than you. I'm not smarter than you. I'm not better than you. I just put in the work. And then when you put in the work and you do this, this is what's going to happen to you. And drink the water of affliction until I return in peace. So that means there is something like, no, he's not saying that they're going to inflict him with bread and water. They said make him eat and drink the bread of infliction and the water of infliction. So mm, those are very, very hit and specific things. This is how wicked they truly are. You guys don't get this. And it says, and Micaiah said, if thou do at all return in peace, the Lord has not spoken by me. And he said, hear ye, all ye people. So he did it in front of everyone when he said this. And he was gratefully and rightfully so. He didn't care about being taken away. Hallelujah for that man. He was beloved by the Most High. So the king of Israel and Jehoshaphat, king of Judah, went up to Ramoth Gilead. And the king of Israel said to Jehoshaphat, disguise me, disguise me. Because he said he's going to die, so he tried to hide him. Disguise me, and I will enter into the battle, and do thou put on my raiment. So these dudes switched, so they wouldn't kill. So because they switched, he wouldn't die. Listen to me and listen to me good. The one thing that you can say, these kings of our people, they were beasts. They will go out to war with them. Hallelujah. Even though they're wicked. That's why you got to see Matthew to understand like how deep this truly is. Matthew goes directly with this here. I was about to say something, but you got to see. If you didn't see Matthew 22, you need to read that. Or you mean listen to it or whatever, so you can really, really, truly get even more gist of this. The Messiah is a beast, man. I mean, beyond comprehension of that man and his understanding. Praise be the Most High for sending the Messiah to us. Praise be. You don't get this. Praise be the Most High for that. That's a beautiful hallelujah. Beautiful hallelujah. So the king of Israel disguised himself and entered into battle. Now the king of Syria had commanded the captains of the chariots that were with him, saying, fight neither against the small or great, but only against the king of Israel. And when it came to pass, the captains of the chariots, so they was only going for the kings of the Israel. That's it. Wasn't caring about killing the regular people. That just went over your head. And it came to pass when the captains of the chariots saw Jehoshaphat, and they said, is this the king of Israel? And they compassed him about to fight against him. And Jehoshaphat cried out, and the Lord delivered him because he wasn't supposed to die. And the Lord turned away from him. And it came to pass when the captains of the chariots saw it was not the king of Israel, and they turned away from him. And the man drew a bow with a good aim and smote the king of Israel between the lungs and the breastplate. And he said to the charioteer, turn thy hand and dry out a battle, for I am wounded. And the battle turned that day, and the king of Israel remained on the chariot against Syria even until this day, and died at sunset. Do not play with my God. Do not play with the Most High. Don't you do it. I really, really, really want to go in on this one here, but I'm only going to do that. I'm serious. I'm only going to do that. Like as the time goes forward, or someone messages me directly to do it. I'm not going to do it on my own. You have to do the work, and then if you question or you send something to me, I need specifics to know that you read this, and I need to know what you're going to ask me to get this to see if you truly, really want to do this. Like this is real talk, because there is so many secrets in this passage here. So many. And like I say, if you didn't see Matthew 22, do that first. Do it. Well, I mean, it's already here. I mean, it's the end. So can't say do it first, but go back and look at it, and then come back and do this again. So like repetition is the mother of skill. So if you saw this and didn't see Matthew, and if you saw Matthew and then this, go back to Matthew again. No matter what, go back to Matthew. Because Matthew, the Messiah, is going to open up even more understanding to this here. Yes, this is going to open up more understanding, and then you'll understand some stuff in here that are it's so many secrets in here. I mean, it's hidden plain sight secrets, but there's still so many secrets in here in this chapter. This chapter is amazing. Well, I mean, of course, the whole story is amazing, but I mean, this chapter is amazing. How much is in there? As we always say at the end, Hallelujah. Oh yeah, and this is the manna from heaven.